Yo, what's goody? What's popping with the dilly? It's your man Judah Ben. I'm gonna recap um, the boxing weekend we had. Great weekend of boxing. I don't see why everybody is so uptight in their feelings. Um, with this controversial decision. Um, and that's the kind of decision you're gonna get when a fight is so freaking close. You're gonna get those kind of, cards, and you're gonna get those kind of crazy decisions in those type of fights. This fight was the epitome of 50-50. Shout out to my homie Just Do, my homie KO, my dog Real Marlo, dropping that crazy content. Shout out to my dog. But a lot of brothers, already, talked about everything that happened. I'm just giving my take. Um, but I came in on Nakatani and Maloney. And Nakatani, this cat, what's his name? Juntao, Juntao Nakatani. This kid got power, son. He was like Andrew Maloney up from jump. Andrew Maloney. He was lighting this kid up from jump. Put him down at least 2 or 3 times. Uh, he dropped him, I think, in the second or third, and then he put him down again in the 11th. Um, in that knockdown in the 11th, to me, the ref should have stopped it, but I guess he saw a little bit of light in him. He let it continue. And then towards the end of the 12th round, man, Juntao hit this man with a stupid, serious, invincible overhand left. Put this man lights out. You know what I mean? World, he put his lights out like the world class wrecking crew. Yo, nasty, invincible overhand left. Caught this man lacking. Put his ass on the canvas. You know what I mean? Like a painter. Put his ass on the canvas like Michelangelo, my G. Bob Ross out this mug. Put this man on a canvas. They gonna put this man on a t-shirt. He put this man out. Lullaby. Hush, little baby, don't you cry. Lullaby. Put this man out. This man was on the canvas, huffing and puffing. You know what I mean? Having a seizure. But Nakatani looks nice, yo. I would love to see. I can't wait to see who they, match him up with next. I want to see these cats mix it up, man. Step up your competition. Challenge yourself. Be great. You know what I mean? Do that. Uh, and then the next fight I seen was Oscar Valdez. Yo, Oscar Valdez and Adam Lopez. Um, I'm not gonna lie. It was a decent fight. Oscar Valdez was hitting this man with a lot of shit, but it felt like it wasn't doing any damage. It felt like it had no on his shit. You feel me? Like Valdez, he was trying to go to work, but like everybody else is saying, and I was saying it to myself, upon watching the fight and in his previous fight. Once he put down that T, he mediocre. He like, if he don't got that super soldier serum, that T, he a normal civilian. He looked so average. He looked so average in there with Adam Lopez. And it was numerous times in that fight he should have put Adam Lopez down, but he couldn't. Adam Lopez, he kept coming. He kept coming. He kept pressing. Adam Lopez was showing no signs of fatigue. He was showing no signs he was hurt. He was right there with him from round 1 to round 12. Oscar Valdez did good though. Like I said, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna front. He boxed good. He just couldn't take him out. and I believe it's I highly believe it's from, you know what I mean, the tea in quotes he was drinking. Uh that got him caught, that got him bagged up, uh, you know what I mean, for the PEDs. But Oscar Valdez, man, once you put him in there with top comp, he gonna be food. You know what I mean? Isaac Cruz will wash him. Edwin De Los Santos destroys this man. All top names at 135 kills Oscar Valdez. Frank Martin, oh my goodness, I don't even know why I'm even saying Frank Martin. Frank Martin will shrink this man. You know what I mean? Uh, and then we're gonna get on to the main events. Devin Haney and Lomachenko. Yo! From the freaking bell round one, these cats was going at it, blow for blow. One thing I didn't like about this with Loma, um, Loma did look spectacular. He looked good. I didn't see no signs of fatigue, none of that. When he was pressing Devin, when he pressed him, when he was pressing, like he would give Devin a good flurry of punches. You know, 5, 6 punches. He would, and it would seem like his punches was effective, but he would back off the gas. He will back off the gas and he'll come back to the middle of the ring, kind of pretty much like saying, you know, meet me in the middle of the ring. But a lot of those instances where he was throwing them flurries, if Loma, like I said, would have kept pressing the gas, because he had Devin hurt. I'll say he had him hurt at least 2 times, the 10th and the 11th. He had him hurt a couple times, and it was one time in the 10th round where it was possible Devin would have went down if Loma would have kept pressing him the way he was in those flurries. It's possible. I'm not saying it would have happened, but it's possible he could have went down. But Devin was hitting this man with body blows all night, and I believe it was round 2 or 3. They was in the center of the ring. Devin hit this man with a nasty body shot, and you could see Loma's face. He took a deep breath, like, like, ooh, that was a nice shot. And I was noticing majority of those body shots Devin hit him with, Loma would take that deep breath. He would take that deep breath, and you know what I mean? And he'd be like, he'll take that deep breath like, Loma was getting tagged to the body, son. Like, but this was the epitome of a 50-50 fight, man. And with this controversial decision, like I'm saying, the controversial decision got everybody in an uproar. But shout out to my homie Undercard Boxing. I called my homie earlier, you know what I mean, and we was giving our take on the boxing weekend, the fights that happened. We was just saying, yo, we wasn't upset with the outcome. We both thought Loma edged it, not by much. Like I be telling people on their lives, the fight could have went either way. 7-5 Loma, 7-5 Devin, or a draw. Shout out to Boxiana, because like a lot of people were saying that. A lot of people were saying it could have went 7-5 either way. But in instances and situations like that, the nod typically goes to the champ. So we can't be mad at that. One thing I got to say about that, though, run it back. Run it back. Run it back. You feel me? Because Jermell Charlo did it. Floyd did it with Castilla. He did it with Maidana. Just to name a couple, I ain't gonna dig all deep in the man's resume because we're talking about Devin the Noma right now. But those are just examples. The entire boxing community, I'll say 90% of the boxing community feels they should run it back because it was so close. It was so close. It was so close. And if you pay attention when they was about to announce the winner, when they was reading the cards and they was about to announce the winner, Devin was nervous. You could tell he was a bit nervous. Like he didn't, and that's how you know when you got a good fight. When the fighters put they all into it and they still undecided on if they won, that's a good ass fight, man. And the only way to settle this is a rematch. The only way to settle it is a rematch. But I will not be mad if Devin press Tank or if Tank press Devin. Let's get it. It's about that time. It's no more talking, no more waiting, no more Instagram posts, none of that. It's time to get in the ring. Somebody need to send somebody a contract, and we need to get this going. We need to get this up and running. You know what I mean? Boxing has given us a tremendous year so far, and I have nothing less to say, and I highly believe that they will continue to give us a better year in boxing the rest of the year. You know what I mean? Shout out to Shakur Stevenson. Shakur Stevenson, you know what I mean, hopped in the ring once Devin retained his belts. And he just, you know what I mean, he just told him he did what any other boxer would do to the champion. You know what I mean? He came in the ring, he was ready. He asked Devin, look, let's go. Let's get it. Are you willing to get in the ring with me? And Bill, he whispered something in Devin's ear. He whispered something in Dev's ear. Next thing I know, Shakur was in the ring by himself. Shakur was in the ring by himself like he won. They was interviewing this man like he just became undisputed. But this is one thing I want to say. I want to say this real quick. And it's no hate to nobody. It's no shade towards nobody. And it's sad that we gotta say that because you know what I mean, niggas being their feelings. But had that been Shakur, had that have been Tank, this conversation would not be the same. Had that been Tank or Shakur, y'all niggas would murder this man with words. Everybody will come on YouTube clowning these cats. Y'all can't sit here and tell me, yeah, that's not what y'all would have done. Because y'all already give Shakur and Tank a lot of, you know what I mean, a lot of mixed communications, like a lot of mixed feelings. Y'all give Tank and Shakur a lot of BS when it comes to Devin. And this is just what I've seen, what I've noticed. Devin does a lot of questionable shit too. Nobody really says nothing. And my thing is, why is everybody in an uproar and mad at Shakur? Because one, he thought Loma edged it. A lot of people thought Loma edged it. It wasn't no hate or shade towards Devin at all. It was a 50-50 fight. Just because he thought Loma edged it, you know what I mean? You had a lot of cats mad. You had a lot of cats calling Shakur a 304. Calling this man a 304, yo. Like, that's crazy. Like, yo, when it come to boxing on YouTube, that shit is undefeated. The comments undefeated. Everybody say the internet is undefeated. When it come to boxing on YouTube, the comments, that shit is undefeated. Y'all niggas go in. Y'all cats go in. You know what I mean? But we gotta give the same thing back to Dev. If this man moves up to 140, if Devin moves up to 140, A lot of people gonna be looking at him real questionable, like, you know what I mean? Look, at first I had that feeling, you know what I mean, because Bill and Devin, you know, they talked, you know what I mean, before this fight with Loma happened. And they were saying, you know, they were staying at 135. They not going nowhere. We staying here for Tank and Shakur. Bill specifically, he named names. He didn't just say they stand. He named names. He said, we stand here for Tank. We stand here for Shakur. He said, we stand at 135 for the remainder of this year. If you go up to 140, that's not the remainder of the year. If you go up to 140, that's not keeping your word. A man's word is his bond. A man's word is his bond. And we're not supposed to break that shit for nobody. You know what I mean? Straight up. Keep your word. That's all we're saying. But me personally, I have no issues with Devin moving up to 140 because if you ask me, the more deadlier, heavier competition is at 140. Straight up. It's only 3 fights at 135 that's worth Devin staying. Tank, Frank, Shakur. Those are only 3 fights that's worth staying for at 135. Frank, Tank, Shakur. Those are only 3. I have no issues. I have no problem with this man moving up to 140 because the better competition is at 140. You got Regis, you got Josh Taylor, you got Tio, you got Jack Catterall, you got Richardson Hitchens, you got Gary Antoine fucking Russell, you got his name was on the tip of my tongue, Matias, Subriel Matias. You got that psycho at 140. Who else? Let me see. Rolly, you got Rolly will go to 140. Ryan Garcia can go to 140. Ryan Garcia already at 140. What am I talking about? Ryan Garcia. Man, it's so many fights for Dev at 140. It's ridiculous. But like I say, I have no problem with Devin moving up. But Dev, he still got unfinished business at 135, which I still believe Shakur can easily go up to 140. Shakur is he's still a growing man. He can easily move up to 140. He can go up to 147. Bob Arum even said it. He said Shakur is still a growing man. He said Shakur, he can make 135. He can make 140. He can even go up to 137. This is Bob Arum's word. You know what I mean? He said this. This is not me saying it at all. Bob Arum himself said this. And I would love to see it. I would love to see Dev and Shakur at 135 or 140. It don't even matter. I don't give a damn if Devin do go up to 140. Even though he said they would stand at 135, I do not care. But I would love for him to stay at 135 because I would love to see him fight Tank and Shakur. But I have no issue with this man going up to 140 at all. At all. You feel me? Like I said, it's way more heavier, deadlier competition up there at 140. And it's I just can't wait to see how the cards play out. You know what I mean? Hopefully Gervonta Davis, they send this man a contract. Devin Haney. Hopefully they can send Devin Haney a contract. You know what I mean? Get it popping, get it going up there. Uh, and then you know what I mean. We can get it cracking. Uh, Another thing Bob Arum said too over the weekend, not over the weekend, but doing fight week last week. He also said that uh, he had the nerve to say, "Don't blame the promoters for not getting fights." You feel me? And you know what? I'm gonna just play it for you real quick. You feel me? Let me just play it for y'all. So listen close.
Don't blame the promoter. I have no problem working with Al Heyman or with Eddie Herman Result. No problem at all. Al doesn't have any problem working the top line. But the deal has to make sense. You can't ask us to take crazy risks where we can lose a lot of money and really make nothing if we're successful.
You heard from Bob Arum himself. Don't blame the promoters for not getting these guys fights. These guys, they're professional boxers. No one is scared of no one. And pretty soon I'm gonna die. So we need to get these fights going. Bob Arum had me fucking weak. But you can't sit here and say that, Bob, and in the same breath, you saying you want to set up Tank. I mean, you saying you want to set up Shakur and Devin, but Bill is on the other end saying Bob has never called my phone. So what is it? Do we not trust the promoters or do we trust the promoters? You know what I mean? And me, I would never allow my promoter to speak for me on none of that. You work for me. I'm the boxer. I'm the fighter. I'm the breadwinner. I'm the HNIC, the head nigga in charge. You listen to moi. You promote me. You don't talk for me. You promote me. That means you get my name plastered on every billboard, every stop sign, every projector in the city. That's your job. You promote me. You get your little street team out. You send them suckers out, and they pass out flyers. They pass out your face. They pass out, you know what I mean, the face off with y'all and then the fight date. That's what y'all do. Keep it at that. These promoters are putting themselves in a position where they shouldn't be at. You stay in the background. You listen to me. I run shit here. You just live here. Denzel Washington voice. You feel me? I run shit here. You just live here. Straight up. But if you ask me, like I said, Tank, they should call Devin's bluff, send this man a contract, a term sheet, even if it's on a piece of loose leaf with a date, numbers, and a venue. Something. You know what I mean? Let's get it cracking. It's time. It's been time. No more slacking. No more waiting. No more debating. Let's get it. You feel me? No more waiting. If we can get Tank versus Devin, or if we can get Devin versus Shakur, or if we can get Tank versus Shakur in this year, you know what kind of year of boxing that is? This 2023 will probably be the best boxing year in history. It's possible. The best boxing year in history. You just got to wait it out and see. Me personally, though, I would love for Tank to go ahead and fight Dev. Send Dev that contract. Fight Shakur last. Fight Shakur last. You should fight Dev. You should fight Frank, Tank. Tank, you should fight Dev, Frank, and then Shakur. Dev, Frank, Shakur. I wouldn't be mad if it was Frank, Dev, Shakur. You know what? It don't even matter the order. Just them 3 fights should be your next 3. Dev, Frank, Shakur. Them should be your next 3 fights, Tank. And it should be the same for it should be the same for them. They all should mix it up. Mix it all up. Get up in it. Get up in there. Do that. You know what I mean? Mix it up. Make a medley. Mix it all up. Get in the ring. Get busy. It's about that time. Bob, he also has something to say about Bob. He also has something to say about Shakur Stevenson fighting Tank Davis. I'm gonna play it in a second. This was during the fight week. I believe at the first press conference, they got a chance to holler at Bob. They got him in the middle of his dialysis. But nah, they was able to catch up with him. This is what he said. Check it out.
No, but I saw the clip of when Tony stopped the fight, and that was very crazy.
He's talking about Rolly. He's talking about Rolly's controversial stoppage.
He didn't see, I think, the fact that the punches that Romero was throwing were missing. And so it was one punch after another, but they were all missing. So that stoppage was unfortunate. But Tony is a good referee, and he's a slow one.
Is there a book promoted fight over Romero? He wanted to fight Stevenson or any of those guys?
Sure.
All right, here we go.
The fighters that are competitive and should
Well, a lot of people, they can't wait to see him in the same fight. Okay. Do you feel like it's always so tough when we ask these two companies to do a fight together?
That's nonsense. It's the expectation that each guy has, how much they each want for a fight. And sometimes it's too much. It's not like fighters used to fight years ago, small guarantees, fight on the same. If they don't do that, they expect the promoters to put up some crazy money, which promoters can do. And if promoters lose money continuously on fights, there won't be promoters anymore. So Al has to be careful. So Andy Hearn has to be careful. We have to be careful. You can't extend yourself in a way.
You can't extend yourself in a way that gets you in trouble with the law. But yo, you heard it from Bob himself. And he doubled down on his statement from earlier. He said it's not the companies that's blocking the fight. It's the fighters. He said the fighters gotta want it. The fighters gotta come together and make it happen. And that's what we're saying. Tank, Shakur, Frank, Dev, you brothers gotta come together and make it happen for us. You gotta come together and make it happen for us. We, the consumers, we put money in your pockets. We do that. We put money in your pockets. We buy the pay-per-views. We come to the venues. We go to the concession stands, buy the nachos, the beef franks, the sodas, and all that BS, cotton candy, the pretzels, the soft pretzels with the hot cheese. We do all that. We spend our hard-earned money on you Negroes to give us a show. So with that being said, do us a solid, bring y'all black ass together, and let's make it happen. But yo, I'm excited, pumped up. I haven't been this excited for boxing in a long ass time since I was a young pup. I ain't been this excited for boxing since I was yay high. You feel me? And I'm getting those feelings now. But yeah, yo, that's all I got. just a quick boxing weekend recap, and just giving my thoughts on who I think Dev and Tank should fight next. Shakur and Frank, who these brothers should fight next. They all should get in the mix and fight each other. You feel me? Another fight that just got announced today: Richardson Hitchens versus Montana Love, going down July 15th. It's going to be a brick house. It's going to be crazy. I got Richardson Hitchens possibly stopping this man. He going to get stopped in front of his French poodle. You know what I mean? We're going to make it happen. It's going to be crazy. I'm going to have to check out the undercard and see I'm going to have to check out the undercard and see what's going on. But yo, I'm excited, son. Like I said, I ain't been this excited for boxing in a long ass time. And it's only gonna go up. It's only getting better from here, man. And yeah, like it's only getting better from here. It's only going up. So that's all I got for y'all. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe now. I hate saying that. Like, I like to let people listen to what I'm saying. And if it fits your benefit of what I'm saying, subscribe. You know what I mean? I don't like to make people subscribe. I want you to hear me first, then you subscribe. Hit the like button, comment, leave your opinion in the comment section. I love opinions. I love to see people voice their opinions, and we can bounce them off each other and get different outcomes. You know what I mean? I love that. Leave your opinions in the comments. Leave your comments in the video. You know what I mean? So we can further discuss the boxing business and these future fights we trying to make. And I'm gonna leave it like that, yo. Shout out to all my brothers in the LDBC. Shout out to all my homies in TWT. I love y'all. Much respect. Salute to your families, the babies. Gotta salute the babies. Gotta salute the babies. And look, I just want to say this. Deuteronomy chapter 6, verse 7. It explains how we as so-called Blacks, Hispanics, and Native American peoples are instructed and commanded by the Most High, the Black God, because there's only one God, and he looks just like me and you. We are commanded from our Father to teach our children God's laws and commandments. Because when you do that, you're sharpening your generation for the future. You feel me? When you bring your children up in God's commandments, you don't have to worry about them. You don't have to worry about whenever you have a will or life insurance. You don't have to worry about your kids trying to murk you to get the money. None of that evil stuff. When you bring your kids up in God's commandments and God's laws, the bond is forever like this. The relationship with your kids will forever be, the foundation will forever be solid. Nothing will break that. You know why nothing will break that? Because the Most High is keeping it intact. Nothing that the Most High has intact can be broken. And I just want y'all brothers and sisters to understand that. Come into it real light. Start simple. Start with the first 10 commandments. The first 10 commandments are easy. You can read about the first 10 commandments in the book of Exodus and Exodus chapter 20. It gives you the list of the first 10 commandments. Just study those and go over them with your kids. Thou shalt not kill, steal, bear false witness, all that. Learn it and teach them that. Make them learn and read the 10 commandments every day until they can't. Just like how they listen and study these rap songs, make them study God's commandments. Let them start off with the first 10. The first 10 commandments are easy. Let them learn that. Memorize it. Take a picture. Write it down. You feel me? Learn it. And then quiz them on it. Be parents. Be parents. Stop letting these kids run you. You be their parent. Stop letting the kids be your parent. And that's also a scripture in the Bible, Isaiah chapter 3, verse 12, where it says, the woman, children are their oppressors, and women rule over them. It's basically talking about single parent households, how the woman takes care of the child, but the child doesn't respect the mother. And that's exactly what you see going on in the world today. So, brothers and sisters, my so-called Black, Hispanic, and Native American brothers and sisters, bring your kids up with learning the 10 Commandments. Start off slow with the first 10. Once you learn the first 10 Commandments, then you can start letting them venture off in the real stuff. But you got to start slow. And the Bible explains that it's like when you have a child, when you have a newborn, you don't feed the newborn meat. They'll choke and die. How do newborns eat and grow? From milk. The Bible says whenever you bring somebody in the truth, let them start off light. Give them milk. Because if you give them too much, they'll choke and they'll leave. The Bible is dope. I don't see why a lot of brothers and sisters are venturing off into Islam and 5%ers and Catholicism and all that BS. The Bible is where it's at. The Bible is where all you so-called Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans should have your face at, because the Bible is talking directly to you. And that's my time. I'm out of here. Like I said, I love y'all. Always, I ain't going nowhere. We might have our differences and our different opinions on nothing, but don't let that change nothing. We like this, and we're going to stay like that. LDBC, TWT, I love y'all. We out of here. 100.